Class, good morning everyone. Welcome to our English virtual class. So our topic for today is about subject-verb agreement. Okay? So nasa week 5 na tayo. So 4 na lessons na yung natapos natin. So we are now in week 5, which is subject-verb agreement. So our objective is for you to be able to use singular or plural verbs that agree with the subject and identify and correct errors on subject-verb agreement found in sentences. So, ano ba yung subject-verb agreement na yan, teacher? So, but before that, let's have a review. So, what do you call to that sentence structure? So, anong tawag niyo sa sentence structure na yan? That has independent clause joined by subordinating plus dependent clause.
Complex sentence po.
Okay, very good, Jasly. It's a complex sentence. That was our previous lesson. Okay? Complex sentence is made up of independent clause joined by subordinating conjunction plus dependent clause. Okay. So, let's identify the independent and dependent clause in the sentence. Okay, who wants to answer? Number 1. We will not have to have face-to-face classes unless there is a vaccine. So, sabihin mo sa akin kung alin dyan, which is independent and which is dependent clause. Okay? Micaela Villanueva. Micaela. Sige, go Micaela. Number 1.
A dependent clause is unless there is a vaccine for coronavirus. And
Okay.
The independent is we will not have face-to-face classes.
Okay, very good, Micaela. Micaela Villanueva. Okay, next. Number 2.
Number 2 po, ma'am.
Zen Liam. Sige, Zen Liam. Tawag na lang ako dito, ha? Zen Liam, turn on your mic.
Yung dependent clause po, I had to catch the first ride. Yung independent, I forgot to bring my packed lunch.
Okay, correct. Your independent is I forgot to bring my packed lunch. Tama? Okay. So your dependent is because I had to catch the first ride. Okay, next, number 3. Si Duel. Duel, Katubigan. Go.
Ang dependent po ay when I was 10, tapos ang independent po ay I visited my mother's province.
Okay, Duel, that's correct. When I was 10 is your dependent clause and I visited my mother's province is your independent clause. Okay. Okay, class, can you tell me which of the sentence is correct? The apple fall or the apple falls? Ano, class? Can you guess which sentence is correct?
The apple falls.
The apple falls.
Apple
Okay,
falls.
so let's see if you are correct by going to our main topic. So our main topic is about subject. Mamaya balikan natin yung sentence na yun and then you will see if your answer is correct. Okay? Our topic is about subject-verb agreement. Okay, class? Tandaan nyo ha. Teacher, what is subject-verb agreement? It means that your subject and your verb must get along with each other or must agree with each other. Okay? They must agree with each other para maging correct grammar ka. Okay. So, paano yung teacher? Paano natin gagawin yon? How are we gonna do that? Okay, this is your guide. If your subject is singular, your verb must be singular. Dalawa lang yan. Mag-partner yan palagi. Hindi nyo sila pwedeng paghiwalayin. Pag pinaghiwalayin nyo sila, mali ka na. Wrong grammar ka na. Subject, if your subject is plural, your verb must be plural. Okay? Singular, singular, singular subject, singular verb. Plural subject, plural verb. Partner yan. Okay? So, may dalawang rule tayo. We are going to study 2 important rules. Dalawang rules lang po ang ating tatandaan. Later, I will ask you, ano yung rules na sinabi ko kanina? Ano yung number 1? Ano yung number 2? Kaya, tandaan nyo to. Number 1 rule is, if your subject is singular, your verb has to be singular or must be singular. Okay, yun lang. Tandaan nyo. If my subject is singular, my verb must be singular. Tandaan nyo yun, ha? That is our rule number 1. Our rule number 2, tandaan nyo ulit. Dalawa lang ang rule natin. Sabi ko sa inyo, subject, if your subject is plural, pag ang subject mo naman ay plural, your verb has to be plural or your verb must be plural. Plural subject, plural verb. Ganun lang. So, paano yung teacher? Okay, we will discuss it one by one. Okay, just to refresh your memory, kasi syempre yung memory natin minsan nakakalimot yan. So para mas madali natin to understand our lesson better or easily, let's refresh your memory. Nouns, what are nouns? You all know that nouns are the name of person, place, things, animals. Tama ba? Okay, anything that names a person, place, things, animals, that is a noun. Okay, next. So ito example. When we say singular, singular noun, singular means one. We are referring to one of something. Example, cupcake, that is one. Anong plural ng cupcake? When we say plural, more than one, di ba? Marami, many. Cupcakes, candy, candy corn, candy corns, muffin, muffins, cherry, cherries, di ba? So, ayan yung singular and plural. I know you know this already. Ito pa, singular, tingnan nyo yung screen nyo, basahin nyo yan. Lahat yan, lahat ng singular, tingnan nyo, mga words na singular, tingnan nyo yung plural, and yung next column, ganun din. Okay? Class? Wag mo na kayo mag-type sa screen habang wala pa akong instruction. Okay? Mag-focus muna lahat kayo sa ating discussion. If you think this is easy for you, it's really good. Great. That's great. Pero para sa mga hindi pa, please, hayaan nyo silang maintindihan nila. Okay? Alright, next slide na ako ha. So, verbs. Okay, we are talking about verbs here. What are verbs, teacher? Ba't kailangan ba natin siya sa lesson? Yes, this is the most important word that we are going to discuss. At verbs din ang pinakamahirap na pag-aralan sa English. Kasi ang dami-dami nilang rules. Okay, verbs are action words. Anything that is action word is called verbs. Okay? Sing, wash, stand, run, walk, then drive, mga verbs yan. Okay, next. These are the most common verbs in English. Sige, tingnan nyo na sila. Or you can read it aloud there. These are examples of irregular verbs. When we say irregular verbs, they have special past tense forms. They do not end in D or ED, di ba? Di ba ang regular verb, daglagyan mo lang ng ED at saka D sa dulo, past tense na. Etong irregular verbs, kailangan mo pa siyang baguhin. Kunyari, awake, awoke, o ganun, blow, blew. Kapag regular yan, lagyan mo lang ng D yan or ED. Di ka na malilito. Ito, you have to memorize. Pero we have separate lesson para sa mga past tense kaya. Dito muna tayo mag-focus sa base form. Yung mga awake, be, blow, build, buy, catch, choose, dream, yan. Mga verb yan. Na base form lang. Naka-present. Next. Okay, we have another lesson for that. Huwag muna natin i-discuss today para kasi makapag-focus muna tayo dito, ha? Linking verbs. Okay, we also have linking verbs and helping verbs. Ito lang ang pinakatandaan nyo. When we say singular, di ba, we are referring to only one, and plural, we are referring to many. So, is, ang singular verb na is, ang plural niya ay are, alam niyo naman. Ito was, tsaka were, past tense naman yan. Am, and then has, have, does, singular niyan, ang plural niyan do, okay? Pero ang lagi natin ginagamit is, tsaka are. Next. Okay, so let's focus muna. Let's discuss the rule number 1, which is subject. If the subject is singular, your verb must be singular. So, paano to, teacher? Okay, ito yon. Singular noun and verb agreement. Singular, just one, single, alone. 3, car, ball. Ito nyo, di ba? Singular noun yan. So, paano, teacher, pag singular verb? Okay, singular verb, ang nangyayari, just add S sa mga verb ninyo. Eat, lagyan nyo ng S, eats. Drink, lagyan nyo ng S, drinks. Singular verb na yan. Okay? Alright, example. a bird. That is singular noun. So the verb here, singular verb is sings. Diba? Nilagyan ko ng S yung sing. Yung base form mo na sing, lagyan mo ng S. Sings. Singular verb mo yan. So, singular noun equals singular verb. Next. Another example, a flower that is only one flower, that is singular noun, grows. Yung grow mo na base form, lagyan mo lang ng S para maging singular verb. Okay? Next. Okay. Sabi ko kanina, babalik tayo dito sa sentence na to. So the correct answer is the apple fall or the apple falls.
False.
Okay, very good. The apple falls. Kasi the apple is singular, your verb falls has to be singular also. Kaya lagyan ng S. What about this sentence? Pat the correct answer.
Avoidance.
Avoidance. Avoidance.
Okay. Okay, class. Okay, turn off your mic. Okay, turn off your mic. Okay, so sabi nyo, avoidances, avoidance. So, sa lahat ng sumagot ng avoidances, that is correct because a boy is a singular noun and dances is a singular verb kasi may S nga po siya. Okay? Next. Plural noun naman tayo. Plural noun and verb agreement. Okay? When we say plural, more than one, not alone, like birds, yung toot, singular yon, teeth, plural, di ba? Bananas. Yung child, singular yon. Yung children, plural yon na noun. Marami rin tayong irregular nouns, di ba? Next. Ito na yung rule number 2. Tapos na tayo sa rule number 2. Punta na tayo sa tapos na tayo sa rule number 1. So let's move on to rule number 2, which is if your subject is plural, your verb must be plural. Plural subject equals plural verb. Yun ang tandaan nyo ha. Para maging correct grammar yung inyong mga sentences. Kasi later on, gagawa kayo ng composition nyo, ng paragraph nyo. Titingnan ko kung tama yung paggamit mo ng may S ba, walang S ba dapat, singular ba dapat, yung noun mo, yung verb mo, ganon. Do they agree to each other? O nag-aaway-away na ba sila kasi halo-halo na yung sinabi mong S at walang S? Plural verb, okay, class? When we say plural verb, kanina may S. Diba? Singular siya, yung verb mo dapat may S. Ngayon naman, when we say plural verb, without S, okay, remove the S. Eat, drink, naka-base form lang siya. Eat, drink, tell, jump, run, wash, ganon. Yun ang plural verb. Next, flowers, bloom. O, plural yung flowers mo, yung verb mo, bloom, walang S. Ganyan ang correct. Next, which is the correct sentence here? The children play with toys or the children plays with toys?
The children play with toys.
Children play with toys. The children play with toys.
Okay, turn off your mic na. Okay. Nakarinig na ako ng correct answer. Okay. The children play with toys. The children plays with toys. Yung children mo is plural, tapos ang ginamit niya dito sa baba, may S, plays. Singular yan. The correct answer is, nasa taas, the children play with toys. Kasi ang children is plural, yung play, yung without S is plural. Plural noun equals plural verb. Okay, next. Okay, the stars shine. The stars shine. Which one is correct?
The stars shine.
Okay, sige, nakarinig na ako ng correct answer. The correct answer is the stars shine without S. Okay, without S kasi stars is a plural noun and shine is a plural verb. Okay, good. Next. So in your, there is an exception. Ito yung mga exception sa English subject and verb agreement. Tandaan nyo to class, nakakalito talaga to. When you use I and you, singular sila. You take it as a singular subject. So your verb must be singular. I. Halimbawa, I love you. Diba? Wala naman kayong narinig na I loves you. I hates you. Wala namang word na ganun, di ba? Kailangan I love you, I hate you. Laging walang S yung verb nyo. Naka-plural yung verb nyo pag I ang ginamit nyo. I work. Di ba? I work. Hindi naman I works. You love me, you hate me. Hindi naman you loves me, you hates me. Laging walang S. You love me, you hate me, you are, naka-plural siya. Hindi naman you is beautiful. Wala naman kayong ganung naririnig, di ba? So the correct to be used is plural, naka-plural. Ito pa, class. Oh, mind this, ha. Ito yung mga singular indefinite pronouns. Pag ginamit nyo to as your subject, as part of your subject, ito yung mga dapat nyong i-memorize sa tandaan. Basahin natin isa-isa. Let's read it aloud. Each, every, everybody, everyone, everything, anybody, anyone, anything, somebody, someone, something, one, no one, nothing, nobody, either, and neither. Pag ginamit nyo yan sa sentence nyo, it takes the singular form of the verb. Someone forgets. Okay, may S lagi. Hindi someone forget. Plural na yun. Singular to, plural yung pinartner mo. Mali agad. Okay? Singular, singular. Tandaan nyo, singular noun, singular verb. Nobody loves. Hindi siya nobody love. Mali na rin yun. Singular tong nobody, loves singular, the smell of durian. Meron naman, may ibang tao naman may gusto. Diba? Okay, ito pa, isa pa. Indefinite pronouns require, ito, pag ginamit nito as your subject, as part of your subject, many, several. Okay, let's read it aloud. Kasi when you hear it, mas pumapasok sa utak nyo. Many, several, both, few, and others. For example, number 1, few students. Gumamit ako ng few. Few students like. So it takes the plural. Kasi plural daw ito. Ginagamit daw sila as plural. Yung someone's kasi, itong si Nika, someone's knocking. Kaya may S yun. Dapat may apostrophe S yun, Nika. Someone is knocking. When you use the ing, you have to use the linking verb is or are. Wala naman yung someone's lang na diretso na may S. Okay, Nika? Gets mo, Nika? Yes, tama si Duel. May S yun, apostrophe S. Okay na. Class, yung questions nyo, class, i-ano nyo na lang, i-write nyo muna sa notebook nyo. Tapos, wala nga nag-PM sa akin ng mga questions eh. Kasi di ba kinukuha siya ng maraming oras kapag sasagutin ko na ngayon yung, yung questions nyo. Baka di tayo matapos sa tamang oras. Okay, tapos na tayo dyan. Few, kaya like yung verb ko kasi, yung few, plural. Plural din yung gagamitin ko. Many, gumamit ako many children. Like, kaya plural. Okay? Ito pa, the title of a book. Tandaan nyo ha, any title of book, magazine, or movie is considered as singular. Okay? Lahat, halimbawa to, the trees. Kahit marami yan, or actually the tree lang yan eh. Kahit may S yan, basta title yan ng book, or poem, or anything na magazine, movie, gumamit kayo ng singular form ng verb. Is, ang gamitin nyo. The tree is written by Joyce Kilmer. Akala mo, plural yan, pero may exemption nga to the rule. Title nga yan, di ba? O, halimbawa, yung number 2, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Teacher, plural yan, dalawa yan si Harry Potter tsaka si Philosopher. Oo nga, pero nga sabi, exemption to the rule na kapag title ng book or movie, is nga ang gagamitin. Singular, hindi lang isa, basta singular verb. Is a fiction story, di ba? So, yan, tandaan niyo yung mga ganyang klaseng rule. Ito pa, expression of amount or quality referring to money. When we refer to money, time, distance, they are considered singular. Halimbawa, 30 kilometer. Ang dami niyang teacher is ang gamitin mo or singular verb kasi nga daw, we refer to distance. Kailangan daw singular. Teacher, how about 90 pesos? Madami din yun When we refer to money or referring to money, you use singular form of the verb also. That's why you use, I have 100 pesos. I have nang ginamit. 90 pesos is, okay? The amount paid for my lunch is ang gamitin. Hindi 90 pesos are what I have today. Ganun, hindi pwede. Is. 90 pesos is. Okay, next. Ito, last na to. Natatandaan ninyo. Itong mga may S na to, they are plural in form. Okay? Kaya kailangan, kahit plural siya, you take it as singular. Di ba nakakalito? Ang dami kailangan tandaan. Plural man siya sa tingin nyo dahil may mga S siya sa dulo as your subject, pero singular ang ibig sabihin niyan. You have to use singular verb. Mathematics, is, hindi are. Teacher, may S yan eh. Are. Hindi nga. Kasi nga rule nga. Rule is rule, ha? Rule is rule. Mathematics is my favorite subject. Okay? Isang gamitin. Politics is not a game. Halimbawa, news. Teacher, news yan. Lagi natin ginagamit yan eh. Are yan. News are surprising. Hindi pwede. News is informative. O, mga ganun. News today is informative. Diba? So, tandaan niyo yung mga yan ha. Exemption yan. Alright, next. So, now, you are going to answer this in your notebook. Bring out your notebook. Oh, yes. Sige, get your notebook. All you have to do is to read this carefully and choose the...
Ma'am, answer only po ba?
Yes, yes. Answer only. Choose lang kayo dun sa travel or travels. Okay?
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay. So, I will read the question para sabay-sabay tayong matapos. Or gusto nyo kayo na lang mag-read? Okay, just write the word, the correct verb to be used. Number 1, the bus. The bus travels 10 hours. What is the correct verb to be used? Ha? Ano yan? Ano?
Wala po, ma'am. Wala po.
My sister visits us regularly. My sisters visits us regularly. So, tingnan niyo yung subject, class. Ang hint doon, class, titingnan niyo lagi yung subject para makapag-decide kayo kung anong verb ang gagamitin niyo. If you are going to use the plural form or the singular form. Okay? Our principal accommodates new enrollees. My classmates earns a reward when they behave. Number 5, we makes postcard to support our frontliners. Okay, are you done? Okay, so I guess you are all done. So as I've said many times na
Tapos na po, ma'am.
trust is the only thing we have right now. Okay? So let's check your work. Class, hindi pa rin? Okay, time's up na, time's up. Let's check your work. Number 1, the bus is singular, so your verb must be singular. So your answer must be travels, may S. My sisters, that's plural noun, so your verb must be visit, walang S. Number 3, our principal, that is singular, so your verb must be accommodates, may S. Number 5, we make or makes. We is plural noun, so your verb must be plural, make. Okay? So, score.
Ano po yung
Ma'am,
number 4? Ma'am, number 4 po.
Earn. Number 4, earn. Walang S.
Ano po yung number 5?
Make. Walang S. Okay? Type your score. Good job sa mga naka-perfect. So, 4 is the lowest so far. Alright? So, let's move. Okay, kayo nang bahala dyan ha. Gusto ko independently masasagot nyo to. So, ang gagawin nyo lang, class, listen. If the verb is correct, write agree. Answer only naman to ha. Kunyari, number 1, the sentence is correct. Sulat mo, agree. Agree ka, tama siya. If the verb is wrong, so ang focus nyo dito, class, sa verb. Okay? If the verb is wrong, write the correct form. Okay? Write the correct form. O, sagutan nyo na sa notebook. Okay, class, are you done? Okay, class, let's check your work. Number 1, the correct answer is pay yun eh, naka-plural, di ba? Naka-plural. So, dapat may S yan. Pays. Dapat ang sinulat niya, pays. Okay? Next. Number 2, the news. News are very interesting. So, that is wrong. Dapat is ang nilagay nyo dyan na sagot. Kasi yung news are, mali na yun. Is the correct form. Number 3, Anna and Lisa joined the singing contest. So, that is agree. That is correct. Okay? Everyone learn the lesson easily. Everyone, gumamit ka ng everyone. Dapat naka-singular. So, your verb must be with S. Learns. 3,000 pesos is enough for the internet connection. So, that is correct. Is correct. That's agree. Agree ang sagot nyo. Okay? Type your score, class. 4-4. Good job. Okay. So, our lowest score is 3. That's fine. Okay? Okay, what are the 2 rules in subject-verb agreement? Okay, what are the 2 rules in subject-verb agreement?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, sino siya? Sino yon? Sino yung
Umayan po.
Naungayan. Okay, sige. Naungayan. Can you tell me what are the 2 rules?
Rule
Oh.
number 1. Rule number 1. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. Rule number 2. Subject is plural, the verb must be plural.
Very good. Okay. Next, boys naman. Boys, I need 1 boy to answer number 1. So, ano yung rule na dapat natin sundin?
Ako, ma'am.
Sino yun?
Kilit, ma'am.
Kilit. Okay, go Kilit.
If the noun is plural, the verb must be plural. If the noun is singular, the verb must be singular.
Very good. That's correct. Okay, so now, you are going to give an example for each rule. Okay? Give an example for each rule. Magagawa na kayo. You have to make your own sentence. Okay, si Mika. Mika Alexis Santos.
A dog barks po.
A dog barks. Si dog nagbark. Yes, that's correct. What's the other rule? Para sa number 2 rule. Mika. Go, Mika. Nag-iisip ka pa ba, Mika?
Dogs bark po.
Yun lang pala sabihin mo, Mika. Tinagalan mo pa. The dog bark. O, sige. Okay. Si Kabilas Rashid, where are you? Okay, Kabilas Rashid, can you give me an example for each rule? Yung subject.
Number 1,
Oh,
Anna is
sige.
beautiful. Number 2, Ma'am, Carlo and Ben are friends.
Oo, sige. Carlo and Ben are friends. O, tama. Are ang ginamit mo. O, sige. Ano yung isa mong sentence? Kabilas?
Anna is beautiful po, ma'am.
Ulit nga. Choppy yung...
Anna is beautiful po, ma'am. Anna is beautiful po, ma'am.
Anna is beautiful. Okay, tama. Is and are yung ginamit mo. Pwedeng gumamit ka ng verb na action word. Anna, anong ginawa ni Anna? Palitan mo lang yung is. Sige. Palitan mo lang yung is ng action word.
Dance carefully po, ma'am.
Anna dance carefully. Tama ba ako? Dances. Okay. Anna dances carefully. Very good, very good. O, sige, okay na. O, sige, Duel. Go. Bigyan mo ko sentence. Rule number 1, tsaka rule number 2.
Sa singular verb po, ma'am, the dog chases the cat.
Okay.
Tapos sa ano naman po, sa plural verb, everybody has gone to the movies.
That's gone. Okay, tama. Si Ruaya na lang. Ruaya, open your mic.
Doon po sa plural ko is the singer sing, tas doon sa singular ko po, the singer sings.
Okay, sige, tama. Okay, class, pero pag kagagawa na kayo ng sentence nyo, kunya, the singer sings a beautiful song, mga ganun ha. Class, yung mga activities natin, so dalawa yung sasagutan nyo bukas. Isa para dun sa complex sentence, isang worksheet yon, magpa-practice kayo doon. Kailangan kayo na lang yung sumagot ha. And then, yung pangalawang worksheet, yung ngayon, yung subject-verb agreement natin na lesson. Okay? Oo. So actually, class, I hope you learned something today because we are all finished. Done na tayo. That's all for today, class. Okay na tayo. Okay? So goodbye, class. Thank you. Thank you for attending our class for today.
Salamat po, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye po, ma'am.